News Central now at this hour begins in West Africa, where Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is disturbed by the exodus of skilled youths from Nigeria in search of greener pastures abroad. The president is also concerned that many of the migrants are educationally equipped youths on whom national resources have been expended. He restated his administration's commitments to reversing the trend with the creation of job opportunities for the teeming youths. The president spoke through Humanitarian Affairs Poverty Alleviation Minister Dr. Betta Edu at the National Annual Dialogue on Migration organized by the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons to mark this year's International Migrants Day in Abuja. And now to further discuss this development, I'm being joined by Muyiwa Ojeniyi, a public affairs analyst. Muyiwa, it's nice to have you around.
Thank you very much, Lekan. Good evening.
Good evening to you too. Now, medical doctors are leaving, multinational companies are shutting down operations, even skilled youths in critical and relevant fields are in search of green pastures abroad. Even the presidency seems confused and can't do anything rather than appeal. What is actually going on with the country?
All right, thank you very much, Lekan. The topic at hand is actually a very crucial one in our national life, and the major thing is that it's now a trend because every one of us as young people we want to be global citizens, and we want to actually go with a norm. We want to be well paid. We want to be well rewarded. We want to be well compensated, and that is what the global workspace is actually offering us. Having said that, another major issue that is happening in Nigeria right now is the issue of insecurity, ranging from kidnapping to terrorism and so on and so forth. And another issue that is making this whole thing look, that is making it so chronic, is that the issue of even the workplace itself. There are no jobs available. To be sincere with you, there are no jobs available. When we go to school, our education standard is poor. And when we come out of school, when we graduate, finish our NYSC, the job placements are not there. We have to pay for jobs. We have to do all sorts of things to get jobs. So why don't we that is the reason why we young people are now going for greener pastures outside of the country. That is just the main reason.
Now, the fact that
we want to have a better life.
Of course. Now, the fact that these migrants are even educated and highly skilled individuals is a huge cause of concern for so many. Now, if this continues unattended to, what are the implications for Nigeria?
Well, the first major implication will be shortage of labor. That is the first major implication, shortage of labor. The second implication we're going to see scarcity of skilled personnel. Because of recent, I visited the hospital here in Abuja, and I see a situation where I don't want to mention the hospital. A doctor is running more than one shift, attending to patients, and the doctor was aware. And I asked, "Doctor, what is happening?" He said, "I am overwhelmed." So we will start seeing such situations if the government does not take drastic actions to stem the affairs and turn it around. We will start seeing shortage of personnel up and down. And it's going to be a very major crisis that we can't cope with as a country.
Now, I'd like to look at this issue from another angle. Now, the British Deputy High Commissioner in Lagos, that is Johnny Baxter, said the United Kingdom issued 132,000 visas to Nigerians in the first half of this year. However, on a weekly basis, hundreds of Nigerians, including women and girls and children, are being deported, not only in the UK, but from other countries. Even foreign countries are tightening migration rules to control influx. So is this migration stress, pain, and disgrace, is it worth it?
Lekan, to be sincere with you, comparing it with what we have currently in this country, it is worth the stress. If you ask me, I'm speaking from the point of view of a young Nigerian. If we look at what is happening in this country, the fuel issue, the economic sabotage up and down, the hardship and all that, it is worth the stress. It is worth the stress, if you ask me. Because we can't continue to live like this. Everybody wants to have the basic things of life. Shelter, we can't have shelter. We can't have food. Food is expensive. The inflation on food is so high that when we even do jobs, we can barely afford to buy those food. So it is worth the stress.
Now, President Bola Tinubu restated his administration's commitment to actually reverse the trend, and he promised that his administration will see to the creation of job opportunities for these teeming youths. Is it what, of course, when you look at it, for instance, you discover that from administrations to administrations, these are things that we have heard before. It's not a new thing to hear from a government. Now, would you bank on this current president's words? How would the jobs even be created in the first place?
Thank you very much, Lekan, once again. For me, and I mean, I know I'm speaking the minds of so many young people. We can't bank on government's promises on this we shouldn't travel migration issue, because the reality is we don't even have the jobs, and the little jobs we have is meant for the who and who. So a common person cannot even get access to these jobs. So what is going to encourage me to stay back? Nothing is going to encourage me to stay back. The quality of education, I paid through my nose to go through the school, but my lecturer keeps repeating questions. There are no practical applications of what I've been taught in class. So I can't compete favorably on the global scale. So there is nothing that is going to make me to stop. There's nothing that is going to convince me to stay back. So I don't think we're going to bank on any government's words if we don't see action. We want to see the actions. We want to see the jobs first. When we see the jobs, we want to see the quality of education. We want to see the improvement in security. We want to see the basic amenities working. Then we can now take government words for it.
Muyiwa, Ojeniyi, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, Lekan. Thank you very much.